Hello, it's Charles Folkart, May 17, 2017. I welcome all of you. I thank you for subscribing, and I also thank you for supporting this channel. And I want to talk about this idea of supporting each other. And that isn't just with money, but that's an important part of it. But I want to talk a little bit about Kapner for a minute, and I want to tell you why I think Kapner is harmful. And that's because he always tells you how much control the Jews have. And he almost gives you the idea that there's no hope, there's no, you're impotent, these people control it all. And it's always bad news, bad news, bad news about the Jew. While at the same time, it's the Jew who is in fact ruining the world that we live in. And yet, he never offers a solution as to what we should do to overcome the control that these people have, these criminals have, these pipers have. So I try to concentrate on what we can do, what solutions can we offer, and I want to talk about one solution, one program, one concept. I'm in my mid-60s, and I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you the facts. My asset is, one of my main assets, besides my mind, is my experience. Plus, I have other things I've learned, other knowledge I have, but I've been able to put that knowledge to work with my experience. And as a lawnmower to several jobs during high school, to a crew leader on the hotshot crew in the Angeles National Forest for the Forest Service, on to college, worked my way through college, had very little money owed when I got out of college, and yet I was married when I was a sophomore, and I had a child during college. I still got out of college without having too much money owed. Okay, I have a degree in economics. I built a successful real estate development business up from the ground floor up, from handyman to painter, to builder, to carpenter, to contractor, to real estate developer. And I think anyone will say in my county, I was one of the leading, at least one of the leading real estate developers in Humboldt County, California during the mid to late 80s and early 1990s, until the Jew judge and took what I had left, and so then at that point I was no longer a real estate developer. I then went overseas, and I lived in Nicaragua as a manager of a hotel for several months on the Corn Island, Nicaragua. The owner told me I was making him more money in the off season than he made during the high season with me as the manager. From there, I went to Bangkok, Thailand. I taught English there for 6 years, all over the country. I've been to several countries in Asia for over a period of 12 years. I've lived in the Middle East, Qatar. I lived in Korea for 5 years. I've been to every country in Central America except for Panama. I am a pilot, etc., etc., etc. So I have a lot of experience that I could transfer, especially to younger people. So my idea is, maybe this is already being done, I don't know, but my idea is we get together online and we have a college. Okay, we have a college. I could teach you the business end of construction. And it's hard to find people that are very good in the management field. And I could teach that. Okay, so let's just say we got 100 guys out there all across the country that wanted to take my class. I could teach it once a week for a number of weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, the whole series. We go live, you can ask questions, I give you the answers, other people contribute. And guess what? If I had enough people to do that, it'd only be $5 a month for each person. When you got done with the education that I could give you for that quarter, you'd only be out, if it was 3 months, you'd only be out $15. Now, if you don't think the knowledge that I have, that I can transfer to you, is worth $15 over 3 months, then maybe this channel isn't for you. Okay? But I think we could get a number of people together and have a school. Have a school online. Wouldn't cost those coming to the school hardly any money at all, and they could watch it later. I mean, it's perfect, folks. And I wanted to tell you that YouTube is making it very, very difficult to make money on the YouTube platform. Some people have asked me, why haven't I gone to Patreon? Well, you know, I just don't feel right about that. Going to another platform now, or going to another avenue that's someone else has made up and thought of. I like my idea better, and we can do this off of YouTube. You know, there's other webinar software I've used, and there's Skype. I don't know how many people can get on Skype at one time, but see, there's other avenues. I could teach a business management class of construction. I could teach you what I would do what I did to become a successful real estate developer with no money from the family. I did it all from the ground up. Okay? I could teach you that. There's a lot of things. I could teach economics. So I got 3 or 4 or 5 different spheres that I could teach. I could teach you aspects of the law without you having to have an attorney. Now that will save you hundreds of dollars, if not more. I've been to the district court several times. I've conducted my own trial. I made a lot of mistakes, but I also thought I did fairly well for the first time with the judge being against me. It was obvious, and I describe all that in my book. I mention all that in my book, Deadbeat Dad, which was censored on both Amazon and Lulu.com. I've been to the Montana Supreme Court here in Montana twice. I can show you how to do an appeal. I mean, I could help in the legal aspects. I'm not a lawyer and I can't be your attorney, but I can tell you what I would do, can't I? And wouldn't be very much money if we had enough people supporting the channel. And you'd be supporting me, and I'd be in exchange giving you the knowledge that I have. And we could put together a team online of a school, and we could have a pretty good hub, a knowledge base on which to teach others from, and it wouldn't cost you hardly anything. And I guarantee you that I did not learn most of what I know while I was in school. And if I would have had somebody that was willing to sit down with me for $4.95 a month and tell me everything he knows, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, that would be a no-brainer, folks. But hey, you know, there are a lot of people out there with no brains, so this isn't for you, okay? But anyway, that's my idea. I wanted to share it with you. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Let's make this thing as big as we want it to. And the point I wanted to make is, we're allowing the Jew to control our world, and we're becoming a third world world. The United States is already a third world country. All right? That's another whole video. When I came back from being over in Asia and come back to the States, my initial reaction to the United States was that we're a third world country now. And I've been in over 25 of them. I know the characteristics. But thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing these videos also. And may the grace of God our Father be upon us all, for we certainly need it. See you.